Happy Sunday morning to you. What a beautiful day it is this morning. It's just so beautiful and peaceful here in San Diego. What a difference a day makes. I was sitting here yesterday morning talking about performance and my love and passion for it, and super excited for the day ahead and the weekend ahead. That joy lasted probably 2 hours. Did some skill work and some drills, and we're splitting up into two teams just to work our patterns with our teams that we're going to play in for the games in the afternoon session. And I was just running in an outline, just running straight and then cutting out to get an out ball, and my ankle rolled and I held a pop. So I think it's the perennial ligament that runs from my foot all the way up my side of my leg. Initially I felt the pop in my side of my shin, that feels like the tendon that attaches. There's two tendons that wrap down the leg and the bottom of the foot, and then underneath the foot feels like that's ruptured or torn or severely strained. There's not a lot of swelling there, but it's very, I can't walk on it. So my trial and train out here in California for the camp was abruptly ended. So I just spent the day just watching the boys train and play. So I was the timekeeper. Which is it's been challenging mentally, but the thing I've automatically, just with experience over the years of having other injuries, that's just sport. It happens in if you put yourself out there and you're playing, you're naturally going to get injured sometimes. So my head's already kind of thinking about, okay, I've got two arms, my legs are strong, I'll just reposition into some upper body work training wise. Also obviously want to get back home, go and get it checked out. It's not really possible here today. We'll be flying back home at lunchtime and set up an MRI and an X-ray tomorrow morning. Don't think anything's broken, any bones are broken, but definitely ligaments are strained, if not torn. So just for other guys out there that have injuries, it is always tough to why me? But I think if you can reposition your thoughts into what you can do moving forward, can definitely get you in a better mindset about it's going to be a pivot. It's not a planned pivot, but if you can just reposition your mindset that you're still healthy, you're just lacking a limb, you've still got 3 other limbs. So we just change our plan, we change our course, but the pathway stays the same. It's just a pivot on that path. Coffee's good here. While disappointing to miss out on the training camp today, the Nationals are in Oklahoma in the middle of October. That's over a month and a half away. I'm not even really thinking about that right now. I've just got to determine what the extent of the injury is, and then what I'm going to do for work, as well as training my clients, and maybe get a tripod to ride around at work and move around freely. But I won't know until the extent of the injury. But the point of this post this morning is to just talk to you about, give you some real content in regard to how I think, in regard to, when something like this happens, and you get a bit of a stab in the chest. It's a bit of a wallop. Come all the way out here to California to play for 2 days and to perform and to impress the coach to play. But it's not to be this weekend. It's not to say it won't happen, but your mindset is key. There's a saying, my mind is everything, muscles just pieces of rubber. All that I am because of my mind. And that's a saying that just I say to myself often, and it's so true that if this stays strong, you stay strong. If this gets weak, everything else suffers as a result. So, positive mindset, positive affirmations, good attitude can get you through, challenging times. And there's going to be challenging times in your life, multiple times, a day, if not a week. Another one, every problem is an opportunity to grow. I don't think you get really great benefit from the wins in life. I think you get great benefit from the learnings, from the failures, from the injuries, from the challenging times, and the challenging things that God puts in our path to reflect and to understand the why, and to make some really good decisions moving forward. So yeah, Sunday morning, coffee and chat. Thanks for spending the time with me this morning. It's a beautiful spot here. Yeah, that's it. I think there's not a lot more. It's just going to look forward to a good morning with the boys. They're doing a video review. So I'll learn off that, learn off the coach. The coach is Richie Walker from New Zealand, top level sevens coach, rugby coach. So some really great insights as to, what the boys did on the field yesterday. Learned a lot myself, just being around some key guys that have played some real high level 35s mixed at the last World Championship, the two middles here, as well as there's 7 or 8, 9 guys from my 2019 squad here that it's been great to come and connect with. So that's been a real great win, along with again I mentioned the Aussie guy who's played I think 25 internationals for the Australia. He played at the 50s World Cup last year. He's just got so much knowledge in touch footy. So it's that's the win for the weekend, is the connections and the learnings, just the little nuances, just listening to some key guys talk about the high level stuff, the high level nuances of touch footy, because I haven't really had a lot of exposure to it the last couple of years with COVID and whatnot. So that's been a massive win, and that's something that I'm going to take in the back of my head, and when they're coming off the field talking about what they've done and why, and it's again some great learnings and wins. So I think I've just kind of expressed something that I didn't really take in before coming home to this conversation. Was that's just makes me feel good. It's rewarding to get. Always look to get what's the word for it? The roses out of the rose bushes, or the roses out of the thorns. Instead of thinking about the thorns, think about the roses and the benefits you get from challenges that get thrown in your path. And there's going to be many of those over the course of your life. So that's a massive win. Awesome. Have a great day. Onward and upward.